What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Retro Fantasy Draft Rebuild here on Madden 21 on the PC. We are back, and we are extending the record. Last episode, I sold at the end unbelievably. If you did not go back and watch it, if you did not see it, I lost to the Saints because I'm a horrible Madden player and for some reason could not beat the 2-win football team that is the New Orleans Saints. So our record is 8-1. We don't have the perfect undefeated record, but we still have the best record in the NFC. I'm pretty sure. I have not checked that, so I don't know, but I would assume we do. And we probably have the #1 seed pretty much locked up. We got a few more games to go. We only have 2 more episodes left in the regular season, and then we have the playoffs. So we have this episode and then the final regular season episode and then the playoffs left to go in this first season. If you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. Let's go play some more bad football teams. Alright, so as I mentioned, we're playing more bad football teams. We are starting off the video with a game against the Carolina Panthers, who are 0-9. We've already beaten them once earlier in the season, and we are 8-1. I mentioned that we probably have the best record in the NFL. We do have the best record in the NFL, 8-1. The Browns are pretty close behind us at 7-1. Other than that, nobody else can really challenge us. The Bears are probably another challenger, but as long as we don't lose another game, we should have the #1 seed locked up. There's only one winless team in the league. It's the Panthers. And then the Cowboys and the Colts both have one win. So there's some crazy situations going on around the league in 2005. As for the team, David Garrard has been playing amazing, except for that last game because I kind of screwed him up a little bit there. That was more my fault than it was his fault. He's got 2,600 yards, 30 touchdowns, 10 picks. He's playing absolutely amazing. LaDainian Tomlinson's going absolutely crazy as well. So he is on fire. These boys are ready to go. We're ready to win more games. Can we check yearly awards? We can check yearly awards. And David Garrard is leading. David Garrard is leading the MVP voting. I've mentioned it in previous videos that David Garrard should be MVP, or at least in the conversation for MVP, because he's had that great of a season. And he's leading it. And then LaDainian Tomlinson is in 6th. I told you LT's been doing great as well. Brady's right there too. JP Lossman's there. Coach of the Year is me. In the regular awards for the NFC, we got David Garrard, Zach Thomas, who's been playing pretty well. Also, Warren Sapp is down there. We don't have a wide receiver, or no, we don't have a rookie, excuse me. We don't have a Rookie of the Year or a Defensive Rookie of the Year. David Garrard is close to becoming the best quarterback. LT running back. Terrell Owens wide receiver. Ogden. Oh, we don't have Ogden, but we have Willie Roaf. I saw the red and I thought it was Ogden, but it's the Cardinals. Willie Roaf is in 2nd, though. Justin Smith and Warren Sapp. Keith Bullock and Zach Thomas. We are right there on every single award, except for Drayton Florence is a little bit low on the DB. And then we don't have a kicker because our kicker is Sebastian Janikowski. We don't kick a lot of field goals. We are close on a lot of these awards. I think we can get them. I think if we keep having some strong seasons, we should be able to absolutely dominate the rest of this season. And we got to do it. We got to beat the Panthers. We got to beat the teams that we should be able to beat, which is the Carolina Panthers. They are winless. So hopefully I don't... For some reason, I always have bad games against the bad teams. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully I can change that here. Make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. Let's go play a winless Panthers team. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're rocking the Jameis Winston era Tampa Bay Buccaneers uniforms. The vomit all over the jersey uniforms, basically, for this game against the winless Carolina Panthers, who we should absolutely dominate. And I'm trying to pad David Garrard. This is one of those games where you need to pad your big stars' stats to kind of make it look better than what they actually are doing during the season. And not to say that Garrard and LaDainian Tomlinson and Terrell Owens are doing bad, per se, but this is just a chance to get them even better stats than Christian Fourier. Couldn't bring that in. That would have been a nice catch, too. But this is a chance to give them that little bit extra that maybe a Tom Brady doesn't have, or a JP Lossman doesn't have in this season to help their stats and help their MVP push. But David Garrard gets to play an 0-9 Panthers team, and they were 0-4 or maybe 0-3 by the time we played them the first time around. So make that push. There it is. That's not the push that I thought he was going to make, but he still... Oh! I thought Keyshawn... Oh, we're not going to punt this. No, forget that. We don't punt. I thought Keyshawn was going to make that push, but he didn't do it. And I still thought he was going to catch that even. He didn't get lucky and catch that, though. All right, I think I'm just going to run this to get the first down just to make sure. David Garrard is very slow right now. He could fumble. You see how slow he was running on that one? That was crazy. He was running super slow. He was gassed beyond belief. But now it's time to run this ball with LaDainian Tomlinson getting another first down. That's what you got to do. He's averaging 10 yards a carry in these 3 carries. You just got to keep pushing the envelope with LaDainian Tomlinson and throw back in the end zone. Johnson caught that, ladies and gentlemen. Keyshawn Johnson brought that down. His feet just didn't go with him. That was unbelievable catch. All right, we're going to not dump this off to Antoine Randall L just yet. There we go. Big catch from Randall L. We're going to run that same play again because it's going to work again. I promise you. I promise you it'll work. This time, Randall L. Oh, I don't know if that was a first down or not. We're going to run it again. It wasn't a first down, so we're going to run it a third time with Randall L and get him a touchdown this time. There it is. All right, well, it wasn't a touchdown. We're going to run it a fourth time and get a touchdown with Randall L. I am going to get Randall L a touchdown in this play. Here we go. There it is. That's a touchdown. Easy touchdown. 4 straight plays running the same play, and Randall L caught it all 4 times. Maybe boosting his stats a little bit, but who cares? Who really cares? All right, we got a little bit of defense here. As Chad Pennington is quarterbacking the 0-9 Panthers. Makes sense. Makes very much sense. And it's tied 7-7. That could have been an easy pick, but I didn't click onto him in time. That's going to be a turnover. All right, we got about under a minute to go in the half. We're up 14-7 on these Panthers. I'm going to roll out of the pocket here and fire it in. No, nothing. That's all right. Stops the clock. It stops the clock. It's okay. Somehow the Panthers are only down a point to our 8-win Tampa Bay team. That's got to be a first down, right? Give me that first down. We are going to push the ball with LaDainian Tomlinson here because we got to play it safe now. I'm actually starting to worry that we might lose to this 0-9 team. We cannot be the team that loses and gives the Panthers their first win of the season. That's just not right. We can't be doing that. So we just got to push the ball with LT, make sure he gets a touchdown. We're going to hot route for max protection, even though it's a passing protection. We're still going to get in there and get the touchdown with LT, make sure he gets his stats, and that extends our lead, hopefully enough to win the game. Panthers have come back, and they've tied this game, and I'm very upset because our defense is not playing like a championship caliber defense. As Tiki Barber gets a nice rush there, we're going to run it again with him. Our defense cannot play like this against an 0-9 team if we want to win a Super Bowl this year. So I'm a little bit worried about what's going on. Why are we entertaining the possibility of an 0-9 team beating us? I don't appreciate this. I don't like this. I'm going to step up in the pocket and find Terrell Owens on an absolute dot. An absolute missile to Terrell Owens. Down at, what, the 2? Look at the flags over there. You see those flags? That was crazy. An absolute missile to Terrell Owens. At the 3 now. We're going to max protect and give it to LaDainian Tomlinson. He's going to easily rush in. Brush it off the shoulder. It was so easy. And that gives us another 1-score lead. All right, stats on the day. David Garrard went, wait, what did he go? He went 17 of 31. I accidentally exited out of the game before the stats, so this is the box score at the main menu screen. 211 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He got sacked 3 times, though. Rushing, LaDainian Tomlinson had 24 carries, 119 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Big day for him. Terrell Owens, 4 catches, 86 yards, and a touchdown. Randall L., he only caught 4 passes, and those were all on that same drive. That's funny. Dion had 9 tackles. We got to Chad Pennington with a couple sacks, 1.5 for Tully Bantacane. He shares that with Warren Sapp, and then 1 for Earl Holmes and John Abraham. We did not pick off Chad Pennington, which is surprising, but we got the game, and we won the game anyway, so it doesn't matter. But now it is time to simulate and play a Rams team that I don't know how good they are. So the Rams have Walter Jones, Don McNabb, Jason Taylor, Curtis Martin, Bob Sanders. It's a pretty good team. A lot of veteran guys. Decent quarterback. They don't have a wide receiver, though. Yeah. Don't really have a wide receiver. Lee Evans is all right. We're definitely going to have to worry about Curtis Martin, though. This is going to be a tough game. It's definitely going to be a tough game. They've got 5 wins. I think they're 5-4 on the season. It's going to be a tough game. I think we can get it done, though, unless our defense plays bad like they did against the Panthers. So, yeah, let's go play the Rams. Hopefully we can get a W. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, against the 5-4 Rams. And we are once again rocking the Creamsicles because I like these jerseys. they're awesome. Rocking the Creamsicle jerseys against the old-style Rams jerseys, the ones that we used to rock in the Rams series. And Keyshawn Johnson starting this game with a big play. 2 big plays, actually. The big play to LaDainian Tomlinson and the big play to Keyshawn. And David Gerard's feeling himself in these first couple passes. Got to stay behind the blockers as we get brought down. We're running some no-huddle here, keeping the Rams off their feet, or on their toes, I should say, to start this game. Another pass to Keyshawn. Not as good as the last one. Let's see if Terrell Owens gets open here. It might be a Terry Glenn pass. It looks like it's going to be. It's going to be a Terry Glenn pass because T.O. couldn't break off his man one-on-one, but that's going to be a first down conversion. I don't really throw a lot to Terry Glenn. I don't know why. Just don't really throw to him that much. All right, let's hot route for a slide right pass protection, even though we're going to slide right with a run. And Tiki Barber can't get up the field any more than 5 yards. It's all right. Like I mentioned, we do have to worry about Jason Taylor. We have to worry about Bob Sanders. They've got some pretty scary pieces. And there's Jason Taylor right there as I throw that ball away. I was looking for Antoine Randall L. But that's an example of what we have to worry about. Jason Taylor coming off that edge. Our offensive line's not equipped to handle a player of Jason Taylor's caliber. And I broke off that tackle, but I fumbled on the second tackle. Luckily, Marvin Harrison was there to hold it. Thank you, Marvin. Keeping a field goal for us alive. We need to take all the points. Usually in a situation like this, I would go for it and try and get a touchdown. But in a situation like this, when you're playing a defense like the Rams have, you got to take anything you can get. It has been 2 evenly matched teams going at it. Only field goals have been scored so far in today's game as Marvin Harrison tries to turn upfield for the first down. I couldn't get him. We got to go for that. Let us go for it. They didn't let us go for it. But we are on another 3rd down and 10 opportunity here. We're going to hot route Mr. Keyshawn Johnson for a slant because that's going to get open in the middle of the field. Keyshawn's going to turn up the field and get to the 6-yard line. And hopefully we can punch this in to take our lead back because we really need to. We got 5 seconds left in the quarter. It's going to be a tight throw, but Terrell Owens is there, and we take our lead back. The first touchdown of the game is scored by us. And now we have a chance to put this game maybe out of reach with only 3 minutes left to go, and LaDainian Tomlinson punches it in. Somehow our defense has held this Donovan McNabb-led team to only 9 points, 3 field goals. I was worried about their run game, but it seems like we can handle their pass game. It is 20-17. A minute 35 to go, and we're on defense here. McNabb's in the shotgun. He's going to throw it on a screen pass to Curtis Martin. Or is it Curtis Martin? I can't even remember. I just said his name like in the last highlight, and I can't even remember what it is. I think it's Curtis Martin. 1:29 to go. We just need to hold on for 2 minutes. 2 minutes of defense is all we need to be able to survive these Rams. And Warren Sapp with a big sack. Let's go. Huge play from Sapp. Exactly what we needed. Can Sapp do it again? Or can Tully Bantacane do it? Pick it! Pick it! Townsend picks it off! That's game! That's game! Pick 6 to ice the game. The high step into the end zone. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers survive. Oh, man. I don't even know if you... Can you really call it a survive? Because we had the advantage the entire time. We kind of choked it at the end there. But Townsend comes up with the biggest pick of the season so far and wins us that game. Stats on the day. David Gerard went 270 yards on 21-35 completion. 1 touchdown, 1 pick. LaDainian Tomlinson had 16 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown. Marvin Harrison and T.O. both had 66 catches on 64 yards, which is crazy. And T.O. got a touchdown. Defensively, Zach Thomas with 10 tackles, Earl Holmes with 11 tackles. We sacked Donovan McNabb with Tully Bentacane and Earl Holmes shared a sack, but Earl Holmes had 2.5. And then Warren Sapp had 2. One of the biggest sacks of the game with Warren Sapp there. And then Deshea Townsend seals it with the interception and the pick 6. That was unbelievable. And the Creamsicles strike again, ladies and gentlemen. The Creamsicles strike again, and we survive and win, what, 10 games now? Let's go. For the final game of the episode, we are going to go up against the Kansas City Chiefs and probably the toughest team we've played so far this season. Peyton Manning, 96 overall, as their quarterback. They've got Olen Kleutz as their center, Antoine Winfield, Will Shields, Alindo Mare, Lavernus Cole. I don't know how to say your name. Lavernus Coles? I'm sorry, I do not know how to pronounce your name. Reuben Brown, Brian McKinney, John Jansen, Nick Collins, R.W. McQuarters, Aaron Glenn. This team is good. This team has got a lot of high-rated players. They've got a very scary quarterback in Peyton Manning. Their running back is not good, Deuce Staley or Darren Sproles. Darren Sproles is young, so he hasn't had time to develop yet, but I'm not scared of Deuce Staley. Famous last words. They've got Coles, like I mentioned, but other than that, they don't have really anybody else, so Peyton Manning's going to probably struggle there. They've got a decent offensive line, really good offensive line, actually. So it's going to be tough to get some pressure on Peyton. That's probably why Peyton's probably having a pretty good season. Their linebacking core is not that great. They've got a decent corner in Winfield. And this team's good. They're definitely missing some. Pieces. They have holes. We can definitely afford to abuse those holes and get some pressure on Peyton. Although they have a solid offensive line, they don't really have a running back. They don't have really good linebackers, so we could use that to our advantage. It's going to be a tough game. They're 6-4 for a reason. They're probably going to make the playoffs unless they just absolutely crumble the rest of the season. But we are definitely going to make the playoffs. Let me actually see. Have we confirmed it? Have we clinched a playoff spot? We have not clinched a playoff spot yet. It's too early in the season, even with 10 wins, to clinch a playoff spot just yet. So we still have to work. Maybe if we win this game, we clinch. I don't know. It's going to be pretty scary. We are at home, but let's go play Peyton Manning, see if we can shut him down. All right, to continue our run in this episode of wearing alternate jerseys, we've got the home versions of the Jameis Winston era Tampa Bay uniforms with the vomit all over the jersey look. Not my favorite jerseys ever, but they're not horrible. It does look like somebody just vomited all over a plain white jersey with all these different patterns and colors and stuff, but it works, I guess. It's not as bad as the Jacksonville, the Blake Bortles Jacksonville helmets. Those were not the greatest with the gradient, like black and gold or whatever. Those weren't the best. I'm going to throw that quickly. Marvin Harrison. Okay. It's all right. We can work this. We got to start off high. We always have to start off hot so that we can keep. That's a holding call. I didn't even get any yards. I probably lost yards on that, so it's probably a good thing that we get the holding call. Okay, that's all right. One holding call is not going to kill us. We just need to stay hot. I need to get a big play early with a receiver. Some sort of big play. Doesn't matter who it comes from. Just need a big play, and it might be. Oops. All right, so after that stupid interception that I had, we ended up tying the game 7-7. The Chiefs scored on the turnover, so we hopefully can put this ball in the end zone and take a 7-point lead. I'm looking for my tight end. There it is, wide open. He is pretty slow, but he got there in the end touchdown, and we take the lead when we needed to badly. All right, we jump to the fourth quarter, 31-12. It looks like Peyton Manning in this offense isn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. They've had a lot of turnovers, and we've capitalized on those turnovers, especially with LaDainian Tomlinson with 103 yards and a touchdown here. I'm looking at Christian Fourier, and it might be there. Christian, turn up the field, and got to the 2. All that work for the 2. That's all right. We can do it again. We can run it back. I'm going to roll out of the pocket here. I'm going to try and find LaDainian Tomlinson. Backs in the end zone for a receiving touchdown this time. Not just a rushing touchdown, a receiving touchdown. That might be his first of the season. I don't know. I haven't really thrown to him that much out of the backfield. But, hey, that works, and we keep that lead high. That's what we need to do, because Peyton Manning at any moment could go off. It turns out that Peyton Manning didn't go off, and we absolutely just bossed the Kansas City Chiefs. David Garrard, 14-26, 162 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. That pick was my fault, by the way. 23 rushes, 124 yards, and a touchdown for LaDainian Tomlinson. Tiki even had a touchdown. Then we had Terrell Owens with 4 catches, 58 yards. Tomlinson had a touchdown, and the tight end had a touchdown. I don't want to say his name because I don't know how to pronounce it, really. John Lynch, 11 tackles. Denard Walker, 10 tackles. Townsend had 10 tackles. He's really coming on as of late. 2 sacks for Abraham. Tully Bantacane had 1, and then Zach Thomas and Townsend both shared 1. We picked off Peyton Manning twice with Dion, once with Walker, and once with Townsend. I'm telling you, Townsend might have earned himself a spot next year. I'm liking this guy. I am really, really liking this guy. And he also took back a pick. He got a pick 6 again. That's 2 in this episode that Townsend has taken back for a touchdown. He might have just earned himself a second year on the roster. I wasn't sure if he was going to come back or not, but Townsend's playing really well. And look at that score summary. We just dominated the entire game and really didn't even worry at all. Peyton Manning wasn't that scary. So we win 11 games now in the season. We're going to simulate the bye week, and then at the start of the next episode will be the final, I think, 4 games of the season, maybe 3. I'm not sure. Let's go back and check. All right, so my camera did die for the end of this, but it's only going to be about like 30 seconds or something as we wrap things up. The playoff picture is finally out. We are the 1 seed, obviously, because we have 11 wins and 1 loss. We got to play 4 games in the next episode, so we're going to have to go quickly on those. We got the Vikings, the Falcons twice, and then the Lions in between. So 2 division games shouldn't be too much of a struggle. I mean, the Falcons are 9-3, so that's going to be a little bit of a struggle. The Panthers did win 2 games so far, so that's pretty good for them. They're not winless anymore. We're not going to have a winless team in the league this season. Who knows? It could happen down the road. We got a long way to go. But I think this team is playing really well. This team is playing really well. David Garrard should still be in the lead for the MVP. He's not. Alex Smith is now in the lead for the MVP. Is he at least in the lead for some of the awards? LaDainian Tomlinson took over the Offensive Player of the Year. What about Best Quarterback? All right, he's still in the lead for Best Quarterback. We still got the lead for a lot of these awards. So unbelievable. Alex Smith and the Bills must be absolutely killing it. How are they doing in the league right now? The Bills are 8-4, and yet Alex Smith is leading for the MVP. All right, whatever. But the Browns have clinched a playoff spot, and we've clinched a playoff spot. The Browns, I think, have clinched the division. Is that right? AFC North. Yeah, they've easily clinched the division. 10-2, and then the Ravens are 5-7. Wow, that's unbelievable. But the Browns are easily clinched the division. We have not yet clinched the division because we can still lose twice to the Falcons, and they can still take us over because they're currently 3rd in the league right now at 9-3. So if they win both those games, they go to 11-3. We go to 11-3, and then anything can happen from there. So we have not clinched our division yet, but we have clinched a playoff spot at least, which is good because remember, something bad will happen if I don't win a Super Bowl every single year. So with that all being said, in the next episode, we got 4 games. It's going to be a massive episode. Don't miss it. Make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.